For autism, I want to give just a very brief background of autism once more. Like my colleague have said, autism is a neurodevelopmental disorder. That means that it comes from the brain. All right. It means that the brain did not develop the way it ought to have developed. Now,
at conception?
Of course. Now, we have peri and postnatal causes that can lead to autism. Now, peri means during pregnancy. What occurred during pregnancy? Now, maybe poor nutrition during pregnancy, poor antenatal care, illness, and all that can actually lead to a child having autism. It can even be perinatal during delivery. What happened, prolonged labor, and some issues that occurred during delivery can be postnatal, illness, and so many other things there. Now, but when it comes to autism, it affects a different part of the brain, and which means that this brain did not develop the way they ought to have developed. Now, it can be mild, it can be moderate, it can be severe, and that is why we have level 1, level 2, and level 3 autism using DSM-5 to check. Level 1 is the most, let me say, the mild one, what we call high functioning autism. Level 2 is the moderate type. Level 3 is the severe type of autism. So these ones can actually throw more tantrums. They can have meltdown, may not be aware of danger and all that. So now coming back now, this is how the brain functions. So I'll just go to the cerebrum. Cerebrum is the biggest part of the brain. It has 4 lobes. And these 4 lobes has different functions. For example, the lobe that makes you to understand what you're hearing is called the temporal lobe, meaning that the ear cannot make you to know what you're hearing. Ear only transport the sound to the temporal lobe. Now, temporal lobe needs to receive the sound, discriminate the sound, and interpret the sound. Now, if there is a developmental delay in this part of the brain, temporal lobe, now the ear might transport the sound to the temporal lobe, but the temporal lobe may not be able to interpret that sound as a meaningful something. For example, here now, I'll just use this water. Ear has been hearing water, water, water. Ear carries the sound water to the temporal lobe. But if the temporal lobe cannot interpret or has difficulty interpreting this water, it may not know that this is water, but it depends on the delay in the development, mild, moderate, severe, and profound. So now it comes to occipital lobe, now which controls our eyes. Now, your eyes can pick image, your retina, send it to the occipital lobe. But can this occipital lobe interpret this image as a water? That's the challenge there for kids with autism, because it is a neurodevelopmental disorder. So many of them can see water, even as age 10, 15, 20, they may not know that this is actually water. So now coming back to the frontal lobe controls our cognitive reasonings, attention, emotions. You will see a child with autism might be behaving like someone can be 10, but behave like someone who is actually 2 or 3 and all that. Now, we have parental abuse for sensory information, language, and all that. So in a nutshell here is that it affects different parts of the brain, and the self-development in this part of the brain are delayed. It may not be damaged, but delayed. So now, we have what we call regressive autism. There are some kids, based on your question now, there are some individuals who have gained words. They have gained, some basic communication skills. But later age in life, from 3 upward, now they can regress, they can lose those skills they have gotten, and they can be diagnosed of autism. So it's called regressive autism.